Just kind of walk us through the at-bat where you had the grand slam.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they came up with that righty, and like Coach Chi was saying that he was a big slider guy, so I was trying to sit slider, and he hung one. But first of all, at 2 shot, I was just trying to put the ball in play, and I hit the ball. At first, I didn't think I was gone. I was like, no, not another one at the warning track. But when it went out, I was so happy. Yeah.
How huge was that double from KT?
That double, that was huge. That was big time for the team. I think we needed. I mean, we had like a couple balls that we hit pretty hard and right at the players. So that one to get like kind of like a lucky double felt good. And after the door was open.
What about the Ensley homer? That one seemed to really spark the offense as a whole for the day.
Oh yeah, that was huge. And Ensley is a big friend, and I think it felt pretty good for him to hit the home run. I know he did, and he took a good swing on it and come off the bench and do that. It's pretty special.
Well, but with things getting a little feisty today, is that kind of good going into SEC play to kind of get one like this where y'all were pushed and tested a little bit and had to kind of scrap through it?
Oh yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, I think every guy on the team like to play when there's like trash talk going on, like there's some, like I would take that game. We got better today than we did yesterday. I mean, like, it's just like we need some games that are close. It's just going to help us. When you win, like, in different ways, you can win, like, by 15 or you can win by 1. Both of them, it's important. And I think it's big to have a game like that for SEC.
Is that as good as you've seen Nate pitch this season?
Snead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's really good. He's it's 100. I mean, and it's not flat either. I mean, there's some sing on it, and I think since the beginning of the year, he's been pretty good. I mean, he's dialed in, and I think he's gonna be a big piece of our bullpen, that's for sure. And today he pitched very good, closed the door. I don't know, he threw 5 or 6 innings. I don't remember 6. Yeah, that's big time. I mean, throw 6 innings off the pen, it's big. So yeah.
How much did the chirping wake y'all up? I mean, do you feel kind of like y'all were sleepwalking to start the game, and that kind of woke you up?
I don't think we were like sleepwalking. I mean, first at bat of the day, Simo smoked one in the center field. I felt like we felt pretty comfortable. Like even when we were down 3-0, we were still confident. Like not everybody in the dugout was like, hey, we need to wake up. It's like, hey, like let's just do our thing and think like good things gonna happen. That's it. Don't have to stress about it, because if you stress about it and you get too hungry, sometimes you're gonna swing at bad pitches, which we don't want to do. But yeah.
Anything else for Robin?
Yeah, I think my cutter just down that over the plate. I think I threw a couple off-speed pitches that I've just been feeling good with. Fastball, just being able to locate down in the zone, kind of wherever I wanted to early on. I just felt like getting out there, getting ahead was the biggest thing.
Seems like you're hitting a nice stride here as you go into SEC play.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of dialing our pitchers. I mean, our hitters, we're going crazy, obviously. Another sweep. I mean, it feels good. But I think we just got a little bit more work to do, just kind of staying in there, staying in that kill mode, I'd say. But I feel like we're going in the right direction.
What about you personally? You like where you're at as you get into SEC play?
Yeah, I feel like I am. I feel like as we get better, as we continue to work on our stuff in flat ground, catch play, stuff like that, I feel like I can be in a good spot for the future.
And obviously, if you go into the game like in the 8th or 9th inning, you normally you're going to try to close it out. If you're the starter, you're going to try to go at least 5 or 6.
Right.
What's the mindset when you come into the game like in the 4th inning, basically?
Yeah, I feel like just longevity. Kind of don't blow your load too early. Kind of just keep your arm in dirt and just kind of go out there and just feel your way through. Kind of feel how you are that first inning. And obviously, you're going to have a little bit more adrenaline than the rest. So I just feel like going out there, just feeling your way through everything and seeing the at-bats is big.
Did you know, like, if you got it in a groove, you're going to be out there for a while? Was that the plan, or is there any communication about that at all?
No, not really. I just felt like going out there, getting the boys back in is the biggest goal. So trying to get out there as many pitches and then just get in and go do it again, I guess.
Does your approach change at all when you're pitching with a lead versus when you come in down 0-3?
No, not really. I feel like you have a little leeway, and I feel you have a little bit of cushion, right? But I feel pretty strong no matter where. I feel like I can just go in there and just be dominant as I can.
I feel like that's the best your command has been this season.
No, I'd say the High Point game was pretty good. Felt pretty good with all my pitches at that game, and stayed strong in that game as well. So.
I mean, obviously SEC plays coming up next week. Was it good to kind of get this one today where y'all kind of got pushed a little bit? There's some chirping going on. Does that kind of get you ready for what's coming?
Yeah, I feel SEC play is going to be hard, like it always is. I feel baseball's hard. It's a hard game. So I feel like this was a big eye-opener, and I feel like that was a good competition, and I feel like we'll be ready.
What's the one thing about your mechanics that Frank has been harping on with you since you stepped foot on campus?
I just feel like striding not away from my body. I feel like just staying through the catcher, kind of what I've been working on. I used to fall way over to first base, so I feel like just staying true, going down to home plate has been my biggest thing.
Was that something you knew was an issue when you came to Tennessee, or is that something that Frank kind of spotted?
It was kind of an issue for a while. I feel like just working with it more, and then kind of fixing my back leg, fixing my plant leg. I feel like all that was part of it. So I feel just like he noticed it, so we kind of harped on it early. So then we got after it.
Coming two more for Nate. How much did that Ensley homer maybe change the vibe in the dugout there?
Felt good. Felt really hype. I felt everybody was a lot more locked in. I felt like we realized we're a good team, so we got to go out there and just keep doing what we do.
Anything else for Nate? All right, thank you. Did that home run feel, and I guess what goes into that moment as a pinch hitter? No runs yet. I think y'all only have one hit at that point. Just what's your mindset in that situation?
Just relax as much as possible. Also knowing the situation coming into the day, obviously not in the lineup, but obviously possibility to come off the bench. So just being ready in any situation and trying to, calm myself down and find a pitch to hit.
It's kind of been the key to staying ready in any situation, being kind of in and out of the lineup a little bit early in the season.
Rooting on my teammates, whoever's in the lineup that day, just pushing for them and hoping they do great. And when my number gets called, go in there and compete with them.
How good was it to barrel up a few and get some balls going? I mean, obviously you know what you can do as a hitter, you've done it in your career, but not the start you wanted this season. How nice is it to kind of get that going now?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, when you get results, it always feels good. But really just been relying on the work in the cages in here, out on the field, pregame BP, stuff like that. Not worrying on the results, just relying back to the work. But yeah, it feels great, good for the confidence and good to build on.
About the feistiness of today, did that surprise you? Or when you put 24-1 on a team, do you kind of expect the next day you're going to get a chippy game?
Well, especially, in this league with, our name, I think everyone wants to throw their best punch at us, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, midweeks, whatever it is. Yesterday the score was what it was, but every day's a new day. They want to come out here with a win. So I think the chippiness was good for us. It kind of woke us up a little bit, and there was spark in us.
Where do you feel like this team is at going into SEC play?
I think we're in a good spot right now. Need to clean the defense up a little bit all around. Swinging it really great. Pitchers are doing great. Just build off that. Continue to compete with each other.
How impressive was Nate Snead today?
He's awesome. It's fun to watch from center field. Like I said, if he commands the fastball, gets ahead with the fastball, he's tough to hit.
What have you learned about this team from start of the season to now?
We're tough to put away, for sure, regardless of the score in any inning, especially our offense. We can put up a cricket number on you fast, especially, and our pitching's going to keep us in every game. So I think those two combined is looking good right now.
Is there anything you can say to some of your teammates who haven't been through an SEC schedule yet, just kind of what the next 10+ weeks are going to be like?
Yeah, a lot of days like today, really. Just you're going to see good arms. You're going to, you can't give away any at bats. You got big time stuff on the mound. You just got to be ready to compete. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Anything else, Hunter? All right, thanks.